Hello children, good morning. Welcome to the class It's Second Language English. How are you all? Hope you are doing great and fantastic at home. Hope you are attending your regular classes. If not, don't miss it out. Do you know why? Because it is already late. And if it is late also, no need to worry, because being late doesn't mean failure. Maybe it means getting ready for a great lunch. So already late, don't worry, it is to have a great lunch like this, isn't it? Yes. Children, can you guess who is he? Any guess? Yes, he is none other than Mahatma Gandhiji, father of our nation. Yes, and hope you heard many stories about Gandhiji. But today I am going to tell you an interesting story about Mahatma Gandhiji, which has changed the life of Mahatma Gandhiji. Are you eager to know? Yes, here is a story. Once Gandhiji was traveling from Durban to Maritzburg in South Africa. Then what happened, you know? He had a first class ticket, he sat in the train. Then what happened? After some time, a passenger came and asked him to go to the other compartment. Even though he had a first class ticket, he sat in his seat, but a passenger came and asked him to go to the other compartment. Do you know what Gandhiji has done? Let's see. But Gandhiji showed his first class ticket and refused to leave the compartment. He said, I have a ticket, so I can sit in my place. So like that he argued with the passenger. But what the passenger has done, other passenger, he has complained to the policeman. So what did the policeman do then? See, after some time, two policemen arrived and they pushed him out of the train. Here, Gandhiji was pushed out of the train. Do you know the reason? Even he had a ticket, then too he was pushed out of the train. You can look at on the screen how he was pushing out of the train. And see, his baggages was thrown out. Gandhiji felt very sad. Even we too felt sad, right? Our father of nation was thrown out of the train. We must know the reason now. Do you know the reason? Yes. Here is a question for you. Why do you think Gandhiji was pulled out of the train? Can you guess? Yes, that is because of Mahatma Gandhiji was evicted from is nothing but pushed out, thrown out from a train in South Africa's Pietermaritzburg station, because the compartment he was in was reserved for whites only. Now you got the reason why Gandhiji was thrown out of the train, and it is all because of the discrimination they had. And also you must know this, they have the prejudice mind. They have the prejudice mind. So that's what Gandhiji was thrown out of the train from the South Africans. Then tell me, what is prejudice? What is prejudice? Prejudice is nothing but discriminating of one another. Here, Article 1, Universal Declaration of Human Rights says that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. So by keeping this in mind, we should not discriminate in anyone. And also, the same theme we are going to learn today in this class, that is what? Unit 3, Jamaican Fragment, written by E.L. Hendricks. Yes, what is Jamaica then? And where is Jamaica? Do you know? Yes, I will tell you, I will help you to find out the Jamaica now. Yes, here is the thing. Yeah, here is the world map. So how many continents we have? We have 7 continents: North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia and Antarctica. So you can see North America and South America there. So between them there is a yellow dot. That yellow dot is Jamaica. Then can you see where it is situated? Yes, Jamaica located in the northwestern Caribbean Sea, and it is situated 90 miles from south of Cuba, 600 miles from south of Florida, USA, and you must know this, it is the third largest of the Caribbean islands. And also you must know, and I will take you to Jamaica now. See, this is the map of Jamaica, and here let's see the interesting things or the interesting facts about Jamaica. Are you eager to know about Jamaica? Yes, I will tell you the interesting facts about Jamaica. Yes, here we go to see about Jamaica. Jamaica is an island country and it is situated in the Caribbean Sea. Christopher Columbus reached Jamaica in 1494. And also you must know, the Spanish occupied the country and ruled it for hundreds of years. Slavery was practiced. In the time of Spanish rule, slavery was practiced. Then the British took over in 1655 from the British and it made it their colony. So they started their business and they started their importing, exporting, everything they started from the 1655. So British ruled the country only till 1962. Then what happened after that? Then Jamaica got independence on August 6th, 1962 and slavery was abolished. Then in Jamaica, black people are in majority. You must know this. And also the last thing is very interesting. One of the famous tourist places in the world is Jamaica. And also you must know, Jamaica is called as the heartbeat of the world. So these are all the interesting facts about Jamaica. Then what do you mean by the fragment? In the title we have seen Jamaican fragment. Fragment is nothing but a story or a tale, or also it can be parts. So here in the lesson, Jamaican fragment is nothing but a story of a Jamaica. Let's see what is the story of a Jamaica. Yeah, before that, let's see about the author. Yes, here is L. Hendricks. L. Hendricks is a prolific writer. What do you mean by prolific writer? Prolific writer is nothing but he is a productive writer. He has published many things and he has contributed many things to the literature. And he is a West Indian writer. He was born in 1922 in Kingston, Jamaica. His short stories appeared in the issues of the magazine Focus. And his first poetic achievement was the collection of verse on this mountain and other poems. So we come to know about the author. Now let's see what is the theme he has involved in this lesson. Right. The story of Jamaican fragment brings out the prejudice that almost every person suffers from when it comes to the denominational issues like color, caste and class. All over the world we can see this prejudice, mind people. Everywhere we can see this. Prejudice is nothing but discriminating on the color basis, discriminating on the caste basis, discriminating on the class basis. So that theme can be studied in this Jamaican fragment. There is, oh hoops, before letting to go in, we need to study the glossary. So let's see what are all the new words can be studied in this class. Yes, noticed. What did you notice? Noticed, it is nothing but saw or observed. In Kannada we can say gamanisu anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So ಏನು ಗಮನಿಸಿದ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? What did you observe or what did you notice here? More of this, less of this. What do you hate more of? Will you go with the first one or the second one? Yes, always we should have vegetables, fruits which is good for our health, and less of this, that you should notice now. Why? Because see, I have noticed a good improvements in Rani's health since she started eating less junk food. If you eat less junk food, then your health will be in a proper condition or a good condition. Then whenever I see the train, this word come to my mind. What is that word? Modest. What is modest? Let's see. Modest is nothing but not expensive. Then what might be the example? Yeah, the train journey is the modest of all the transportations. You might have seen most of the people choose the train journey because it is the modest to everyone. It meets all the class people. So modest is not expensive. ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದದ್ದು ಅಂತ. Then we go with the third one, sturdy. What those people are doing there? Yes, they are pushing the bus. So to push the bus, what we need? We need the energy. We need the strong men. That is what the sturdy means. Strong and firm. We need several sturdy men to push this van. That means sturdy is nothing but strong and firm. Oh, hazel eyes. Do you have hazel eyes? Then what type of eyes is called as hazel eyes? Let's see. Reddish brown eyes or green eyes is called as a hazel eyes. If you have, then your eyes is hazel eyes. See, between 55 and 79% of people worldwide have reddish brown eyes. That is what? Hazel Eyes. Then when we go to this next slide, look at this majestic statue of an Iron Man. Look at this majestic statue. Who is he, can you guess? Yes, he is the Iron Man of India, that is none other than Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So, by looking at this, I can say this is the majestic statue. What do you mean by majestic then? Majestic is nothing but impressive. So, impressive, when we see this in a sentence, the majestic statue of unity is the perfect tribute to the Iron Man of India, right? Yes, we go to the next word. Commanding. The master of that puppy is commanding something. Commanding is nothing but, we get this in our classroom, ordering by our teachers, right? That is what? Mohan is commanding to his pet not to step out. That is what the commanding or the ordering. Then impose. Impose is nothing but to officially force a rule. So what is the rule is forced here? To protect the environment, most cities impose heavy fines on car owners who do not monitor their emissions output regularly. So that is what? Imposing the rules. Even we have imposed some rules in our school campus, right? Then deficiency. By looking at the picture itself, we can say they have deficiency of something. Even when we go to the doctor, they say you have a deficiency of vitamin E, vitamin C, vitamin D, like that they say. Deficiency is nothing but the state of not having enough or a lack of something. So here, what is the deficiency seen in the picture? Yes, that is what the deficiency of food. During the world wars, children suffer from a deficiency of food, right? Yes, we have the new words now. With the help of them, now let's read the story from the third unit, Jamaican fragment. Ready? Yes. Paragraph number 1. Every day I walk a half mile from my home to the rail track lines in the morning and from the lines to my home in the evening. The walk is pleasant. You can see on either side red and green roofed bungalows, green lawns and gardens. The exercise is good for me, and now and then I learn something from a little incidents. One morning, about halfway between my front gate and the rail track, I noticed two boys playing in the garden of the more modest cottages. They were both very little boys. One was 4 years old, perhaps the other 5. The bigger of the two was a sturdy youngster, very dark, with a mat of coarse hair on his head and coal black eyes. He was definitely a little Jamaican, strong little Jamaican. The other little fellow was smaller but also sturdy. He was white with hazel eyes and light brown hair. Both were dressed in blue shirts and khaki pants. There were no shoes and their feet were muddy. They were not conscious of my standing there watching them. They played on. The game, if it could be called a game, was not elaborate. The little white boy walked majestically up and down and every now and then shouted in a commanding tone at his bigger playmate. The little brown boy dragged on quietly behind him and did what he was told. Pick up that stick. The dark boy picked it up. Jump into the flowers. The dark boy jumped. Get me some water. The dark boy ran inside. The white boy sat down on the lawn. I was really amazed. Here before my eyes, a white baby, for they were little more than babies, was imposing his will upon a little black boy, and the little black boy submitted. I puzzled within myself as I went down the road. Could it be that the little boy a son of a house servant? I asked to myself. No, they were obviously dressed alike. The little dark boy was a neighbor's child. I was sure of that. Then how was it that he obeyed so faithfully the white boy's orders? Was it that even as a boy he sensed that in his own country he would be at the white man's beck and call? Could he make a difference between himself and the white boy? And could he think that he was going to boss over the black man? I could find no answer. I could not bring myself to believe such a thing, and with my own eyes I had seen a little dark boy take orders from a little white boy. Obviously, is social equal and younger and smaller were we. As a race really inferior. So inferior that even in our infancy, we realized our deficiency and accepted a position as the white man's servant. For a whole day, I went on asking these questions to myself. For a whole day, my faith in my people was shaken. When I passed by the afternoon, the little boys were not there. That evening, I thought deeply on the subject. So this is what can be seen in the first part of the lesson. So let's see the more about this. Let's see more about the story now. Let's see all about the story. It was a opening, part 1. What is the part 1? It is a misunderstanding by the L. Hendricks. Here I refers to the author. So he misunderstood the story, or he misunderstood the situation or the consequences he had seen over there. So let's see what are all he had seen in the first part. The narrator was walking to the tram line to board a tram car. So while he was walking on the way, he saw a white boy and a black boy playing an unusual game. What do you mean by unusual game? Unusual game is nothing but the different game or a unique game they were playing. So he was surprised to see that the white was around 4 and other probably 5. Then the game they played pained the narrator. So what might be the game it was? So game it was, the white boy was ordering the black boy. So this is what the game he had seen, because the white boy was giving orders to the black boy who obeyed him like a slave. The narrator felt really bad. Jamaicans are black, but slavery was long abolished. He thought that slavery was abolished, but after seeing this game played by the children, he says that slavery is not at all abolished in Jamaica. Then how can it be possible that a white boy ordered his playmate? How can these children play like this? Why did the black boy obey him? He had lot of questions. He wants to introspect himself. That means slavery is still here in the minds of people. However small they are, the narrator felt sorry for his race. That is what we have seen in the first part of the story. He is in a confusion. How can these children make a discriminate between each other? Or how can the white boy order this black boy? Whether they are a son of a servant or he doesn't know. So that is what he is thinking out of. So let's see in the second part how this story goes on. Can you tell the nationality of the following? The people of India is called as Indians. The people of America is called as Americans. So like that, how it can be the people of Portugal is called as? Yes, they called as Portuguese. What about the Britain? They called as British. How the France people is called as? French. Thailand? Thai. Sweden? Swiss. Switzerland? Swedish. Greece? Greek. And the last one? Yes, Nepal? Nepalese. Then we come to an homophone, the grammar section. Yes, in this grammar section, we have homophone today. So what is homophone? Homophone is nothing but words having the same pronunciation but different spellings and meanings are called homophones. Look at this. Homophone is nothing but, if we divide homophones like this, homo is nothing but a word, phone is nothing but a sound. Same sound. Look at this. Homophone is nothing but same sound. Example, if we see C, C. Look at the word C, S-E-E and C, S-E-A. Both have the same pronunciation but different spelling and different meaning. That is what the homophone. 8, 8. Look at the 8. It's a past tense of heat. And 8, it's a number. Pronunciation we have same but different in spelling and meaning. Sun, sun. Sun andre ಒಂದು ಸೂರ್ಯ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಗ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡಿ, ಸನ್ ಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮೀನಿಂಗು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಹೋಮೋಫೋನ್. ಬೈ, ಅವರ್, ನೋ, and many of you pronounce it as no, K-N-O-W. It should be not pronounced as no, it should be pronounced as no, no, where. This is what homophones. So let's see how do you do this exercise. Fill in the blanks with words that have similar pronunciation as the words underlined. Just now we have learned the homophones, like that we have similar homophones. Here to do it an exercise. Papanna and Somanna are good friends. The farmer is a dash and the latter is a businessman. Here the farmer is nothing but first or modaliga anta. So Papanna is, we don't know what is he, and the latter is nothing but second one. He is a businessman. Who is the second one? Somanna. Somanna is the businessman. That what is the Papanna then? Farmer is a farmer itself. Look at the differentiation between two words. Farmer and farmer have same pronunciation but different in spelling and meaning. That is what the homophone. Here farmer andre modaliga, another farmer 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 andre raita. Then the thief wanted to steal, but the doors were locked. He broke open the lock with a rod. So what is the similar homophone of steal? That is what? STEEL. Steal, steal. Then we have come here, said the teacher, but the student did not hear. Yes, ಅಲ್ಲಿ heard andre ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, and heard andre ಕೇಳು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. So that is what the homophone. Both have the same pronunciation but different in spelling and meaning. Then we have Mandanna. Mandanna, your answer is quite right, but for a moment will you keep quiet? That is what. Then Rashmi gave birth to a male child in Bengaluru. Her husband, who was in Mysore, came to Bengaluru by the mail train. So that is what we have studied the homophones. Now very interesting topic to be learnt in this class, that is what? Simple past tense. Hope you have studied simple present tense in the last class. So now let's go to the simple past tense. Look at the following sentences from the lesson. Hope these sentences can be seen in the lesson. The dark boy ran inside. Which word is underlined there? Yes, of course, ran is underlined. So what is ran then? Yes, ran is here an action word, and also it is a past tense. What is the present tense of ran then? That is run. So here the simple past tense is used to refer to the past actions or events. So whatever has occurred already, that can be said it over in the simple past tense. Let's see some examples. He passed his examination in 2013. Then I visited Delhi last month. Then it can be Raju met his friend yesterday. Look at this: past, visited and met. They are all simple past tense because the action is already over, 2030 and last month and yesterday. The action is already completed, so we can set it to them in simple past tense. Hope you got it. Now let's see some present to past. Here I am gonna give you some words which can be used in daily life. That is what? That should be in present tense to past tense like this. Run, it will be ran. Meet, met. Then speak, spoke. If it is speak, then it is in the past tense as a spoke. Say, said. Tell, told. You can repeat after me. Can, could. Come, came. Swim, come on, swam. Then leave, left. Go, went. Then this you must know. Be form. If it is a be form, am, is, are in the present tense, then in the past tense it will be was and were. So like that we have a have form too. So when it is have form in the present tense, then it will be in the past had. Then drink, it will be in the past tense drank. Eat, ate. So like this we have many present tense which goes in the past tense. So like this we have many things to learn present to past. So whenever you have the time, please learn at least 800 to 1000 words, that mean present tense to past tense. So that will help you to speak English fluently. Yes, just now we have studied simple past tense, right? Now with the help of them, let's solve this. Fill in the blanks with the past tense form of the verbs choosing from the ones given in brackets. So before going to fill this, we must find the past tense of think, take, be, return, inspire. Then only we could fill it. Yeah, once I will read out the paragraph for you. By the time you find out the past tense of think, take, be, return and inspire. Okay. Yeah. Gandhiji dashed to India in 1914. The Great World War II had just begun. There dash widespread agitations for freedom all over the country. Most of the leaders dash at the right time to strike. Gandhiji's presence dashed them a lot. So the freedom struggle dash a definite shape in that year. Hope you have found the past tense of think, take, be, return, inspire. Ready? Let's fill it out. Gandhiji return to India. So, return has become return. Then next, India in 1914, the Great World War II had just begun. There, look at that be form is nothing but, we use it as, we have am, is, are, were. So, if it is a past tense, so it is a past tense, so we have gone with were. There were widespread agitation for freedom all over the country. Most of the leaders thought it the right time to strike. Gandhiji's presence inspired, look at the think has become thought and inspire has become inspired. And so the freedom struggle took a definite shape in that year. So which is the took present tense then? That is what in the guess, in the clue they have given, take. Yes. Now here is a small activity for you. Can you do at home? Yes, you must. Look at this chart. For example, what you have to do is, you get a paper, on that paper slip write the following. What you have to write? In the middle you need to write a nation. It can be any nation, America, India, China, anything can be written. So with that you must write food habits of America, games of America, the games played by America, unique features of America, currency of America, language spoken in America, important cities in America. This should be listed. Then after that what you have to do? After listing them, you must speak like this with your classmates. How? Just now we have collected the information about America, right? You speak to your friend like this. I am an American. I have come from New York. Our currency is US dollar. Most of us speak English. Then I am very proud to say that we have secured first place in the medal tally in London Olympics 2012, etc. So like this, if I give you about India, what will you write? Yes, I am an Indian. I come from Bengaluru. Our currency is rupees. Most of us speak Kannada, and I am very proud to say that we have won 8 Jnanapita awards in Kannada, right? So like this, you select any country. Likewise, select a country of your own, then write it as above and share with your partner. Will you do it at home? Yes, do it. It is very interesting and you will have a lot of knowledge about other nations. Yes, please do it. Then children, we come to an end. Here are some questions for you. Write all the 4 questions. Write all the 4 questions and answer them and show it to your subject teacher without fail. Shall I read it for you? Why was the morning walk pleasant to Mr. A. Hendricks? Second one, the exercise is good for me, says the narrator. What was that exercise? What did the narrator notice one morning? How did the smaller boy behave while playing with the bigger boy? You must write all these questions and work well, show it to your subject teacher. Will you do it? Yes, kids. Yes, children. Thank you. See you again in the next class and don't miss out your classes. Go, don't miss out your classes. Do attend them. See you again. Bye bye.